Perfect. So I started the stream, so we could post that. Nate, if you want to post the link too, we'll just do that right
I
now.
will.
And then, perfect. I'll do it too. And we could start. So what's up, everybody? We are back for part two. We got Blaine here, me, and Nate, and we got a guest. So first things first, we'll let our guest introduce himself. Where you at? What's your name? And what position you play? And we'll get right into it.
My name's Dylan Marioneaux. Pretty much everyone in the conference will know me as Slim. No one's gonna know me as Dylan. I'll say that. Um, I'm from Northwestern State, down in Natchitoches, Louisiana. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so kind of close to Hammond, where Nate's at. Um,
Nate's in the dark. I
yeah.
don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, Nate's up there, and y'all just played last weekend, so we'll get into that series too. That was a fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thank you first of all for coming on. If you guys saw us on live yesterday, we had you hop in for a little bit. We just get anybody in there. It's a playful banner, and we had to make this happen. So thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. We're gonna finish posting this link right now. I'll add you in that on our story on Instagram as well. And then we'll get talking about that series first of all. Like you said, you were pitching. We just talked a little bit about it off camera. You were pitching. You threw a couple innings on the Saturday night game or Sunday game, I think it was.
Sunday, yeah.
And that game ended in a walk-off. But just talk about the whole series itself. I mean, obviously two competitive teams that should finish near the top of the conference. So just talk a little bit about what you thought about that series in general. And then Nate can give his thoughts as well.
Well, yeah. Personally, I think as a whole, as our team, it was kind of a good series, like coming into it, because Bobby Barbier came from Northwestern. Bertrand was a coach underneath Bobby, so it's two little historical backgrounds going at it. So yeah, I think it was just highly talented coming into it, and I'd say it was close games going into all three. The first game got away at the very end. They put on a couple of runs in those late innings. As you said, the Sunday game ended in a walk-off. That was a good game. But yeah, what are your thoughts, Nate?
Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of history back and forth with Coach Barbier, and I feel like SOU looked great. They hit the ball great. Brennan shoved like he normally does. Probably, in my opinion, the best pitcher in the conference. It's not really too close either. But yeah, I feel like it was close
With
games.
Dylan in here, you're saying that?
Yeah,
I'm saying, I feel like Dylan. How great is Dylan?
Well.
How great are you? What grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
He's a sophomore. Brennan's a fifth-year senior.
Yeah.
I mean, Dylan, he has a lot more experience. I feel like
No, I agree with you. He's an experienced pitcher, and he's showing what he's capable of early this year. So I mean,
yeah,
it's good for him.
Hey, but also, hey, we'll get to see you. Are you back on no pitch count this week?
Yeah, I'll be starting Friday against UNW.
Okay. So everyone watch that. Be sure to watch that. That'll be ESPN Plus, I'm assuming.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything's on there. But yeah, so obviously, like you talked about, kept every game close. You didn't get to start. It was a little different coming out of the pen. Probably less impact on the game. I mean, more than you'd like, I guess. But looking into it, you guys can definitely face each other later on in the season in the conference tournament. And do you have any words for Nate? Any outlook on that? Just to set something up.
I mean, you gotta be ready, bro. I mean, we put this in the past. We're writing a new story this season. So I mean, take the first weekend can define you. You can't win conference in one weekend.
Yeah.
100%. So you just gotta be ready to go again.
Hey, y'all came back yesterday too. 18-1 win. I mean, put a statement out there.
Yeah. Bats were hot yesterday. Bats were hot.
I don't even know who you guys played. Midweeks matter though. Nate was talking about it.
Midweek. It was Latorno. They're out of Texas. I think they're East Texas, around that area.
All right. I mean, hey Nate, if you wanna emphasize that midweeks matter, then we're gonna put a big statement on that 18.
Midweeks do matter.
Then we put a big statement on that 18-1 win. Stamp it. That means something.
They do matter. People say they don't matter. I don't know why.
No,
Midweeks
midweeks do matter, but to an extent. When you play the tougher comp in midweeks, they matter, I would say.
Yeah, like we played last weekend when we played Troy. The game before that, they played Auburn and just lost Auburn, so they kind of gave us a little more like to go take it from Troy. But I mean, we did lose those games, but I would say it was kind of the same thing as Southeastern. We lost 14-12 to Troy. We lost another close one on Friday, and then Sunday kind of got away from us towards the end there again. But same thing, just
but y'all are up most of the game.
we were Friday. We were up like
we were watching that. I remember that.
I started the Friday game. I got pulled right after the third inning because my shoulder, like in the middle of the inning, I was I was hurting. That's why I was on a pitch count this past weekend. But Sunday we were up for a majority of the beginning of the game. They came back. It was like 11-4 going into the seventh. We put it in like within 2 runs. They put up another 2 runs. We put up another 3 runs. It was 14-12 before you know it, and then yep.
Game got away. Yeah.
Talented team. That's a talented team there in Troy. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I don't know what the score is right now. I know Justin LeBron was
Playing
handing
Bama.
it to
I
them.
think they're playing Bama, huh?
Justin
Yeah.
LeBron was handing it to them. He had 2 dingers at some point midway through the game already. So
Today?
yeah, he has 2 already.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, he's at 10 on the season, I think.
Dude, Ole Miss is about to lose.
What do they
Hey, guys.
say?
Who's on Miss playing?
Murray State.
Ole Miss, yeah.
Murray State's, I
It's
think,
Murray
undefeated
State
still.
pretty
Murray
good.
State's undefeated. I'm about to say Murray State's pretty good.
Murray State's pretty good. Mississippi State's up 14-3 on Southern Miss right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see
Mississippi
what else.
State hasn't been relevant since Blaze Jordan.
It's not wrong.
He didn't even go there. That's the thing.
Oh, Murray
Yeah,
State
he-
is now up
He
on
was
Ole Miss.
good there.
7-4.
I just said that.
Oh, I thought you said they're down. I still. I wasn't paying attention. That's fine. Oklahoma State's
Alabama's
losing.
2-1. Troy.
Yeah. Oklahoma State's losing. UAB's beating Auburn.
Dude, LSU looked awful yesterday.
LSU has looked
I think on
awful.
the pitching side, they didn't look the best. In the middle.
All right, so wait. Now we'll get your thoughts on this before we move on to this weekend's kind of slate, because me and Nate have had this argument for the past 3 days. Who do you think should be number 1 between LSU and Tennessee?
LSU.
Okay.
I was a little biased being from Baton Rouge, but I think they have a deeper staff. I think they have a.
Thank you. That's what I said.
I think they also have all the hitting tools possible. You got Stanfield, speed, Curiel, best freshman in the country, I believe.
Yeah.
Jones, he's huge.
So
I'll
good.
say that he's huge.
He's
Yeah,
such
they
a beast.
have a lot of returning guys, but they also have a lot of new guys that are just up there with the returning guys. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're top 1.
I could get it. I get behind it. Look, I've told Nate, like, I just think at the time when I get it, you go in as a number 2 team and you go and play like competition. You go as a 5-0 week at number 2, and that's what Kendall Rogers said it. That's why he ranked them 1. And like from his standpoint, I kind of get it. But also, you go Tennessee's undefeated on the season so far. Like they went in last week. They also tested themselves. They played in that tournament in Texas, wherever it was.
Those
Like they
teams
played good.
were not that good though, but yeah.
I mean, Arizona put together a good weekend. Rice wasn't good. Mississippi.
You love Arizona.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's kind of weird. How
I'm.
much Arizona?
It's pretty weird.
I can't show love. I can't show love.
No, it's just like you're getting at the point where you're showing a little too much for them to be not
They
that
they
good.
put together a good weekend, and they've been a solid team for the past 2 years.
I just saw A&M lost yesterday to UTSA.
Yeah, they did.
That's
yeah.
5 straight, right?
A&M's bad.
No, they
They're
won.
bad.
They won against Rice, so
Won against
it's
Rice.
They were
not
supposed to
5
be the
straight.
number one-
Unfortunately,
They were literally supposed to be the number 1 team too.
it's 4 out of 5. It's 5 out of 6, but
Dude, Mississippi State is winning 20-3.
Against Southern Miss.
Yeah.
it was
Wow.
just 14-3 3 minutes ago. In the group chat, at least according to whoever was texting in our group chat, it was 14-3 2 minutes ago. Wow.
Yeah,
4
bro, that's
straight
bad.
game with a
Nearly left the stadium, and Utermark.
oh, Judd Utermark, 4 straight game with the homer. This kid's he's on a heater too. Like Ole Miss is on a heater. It's interesting. I mean, baseball is going crazy right now. Everything is 17-3, Nate. That's what. Oh, my dad's calling me. Hold up. Yeah, we're live, but hey, I'm live. We're doing a podcast right now. What's going on? All right, perfect. All right, let's get into this weekend. We have a lot of good series, and we'll start off with what we had on our pick'em slate. We haven't posted them yet, so we'll get into a little bit of these picks. The first game we have a series between Coastal Carolina visiting ECU. It's a big series, but ECU's kind of looked mid this year. What do you guys think about it? I know Nate's pretty high on Coastal. We'll let Dylan start, but we'll go around.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch a crap ton of baseball outside of like our conference.
That's perfect.
But I've been watching a little bit. I think Coastal takes that series. I don't know a ton about the teams, but I like Coastal.
Okay, we'll go. We do have. I'm trying to think. Do we have any matchups? We can get some matchups that are relevant to you guys this weekend.
Yeah, SOU, we play Memphis this week.
Memphis by 20.
I think Memphis just beat. They swept somebody. Who they beat?
I have no clue.
This past weekend, I'll look and find it.
And I don't know why you're saying that shit.
Oh, Tech. Louisiana Tech.
Memphis beat. Yeah, Memphis did sweep Tech. I think they took
beat
2.
Swept Tech?
Louisiana Tech.
I'll look and check the schedule, but I think they got swept.
Oh, yeah, I said Memphis by 20.
Former line coach Matt Reiser.
Yeah,
Memphis and
Memphis
Ford. I
took
know
2.
Ford at Memphis.
Memphis took 2 out of 3 from Tech. I don't know. Is it there or are you guys at home, Nate?
No, it's at Memphis. But Memphis isn't it's kind of far. I don't know.
I mean,
who do y'all play this week?
Oh, we played UIW.
UIW. That's a sweep.
We're at here at home.
Yeah, we got them at home.
That's a sweep.
They played HCU, and we swept HCU last year. I think we got this one.
So, sweep there. Let's see what else is going on in the conference. D1 is so annoying where I can't just scroll and click on a conference. I have to scroll through every single matchup and get to it. All right.
Not much.
I mean, is there any other? There's not. I don't even think there's other conference matchups. Nichols plays A&M Corpus Christi. Nope. Yeah, no.
I will say Corpus did look pretty solid this past weekend.
Actually, New Orleans plays UT Rio Grande Valley. That's not a terrible matchup.
RGV's been on a hot streak. They've been playing well.
That's what I was gonna say. And New Orleans is always they're always solid.
They recruit well. They recruit really well.
They have Justin Best. I like him.
Yeah.
I like Justin Best right now. And their team, like you said, they're solid. That's actually a pretty good series at New Orleans. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna go Rio Grande just from what I've seen because they beat DBU early on in the season.
Yeah, they did.
Last night they beat Houston, U of H.
Yeah. Came
back in the 9th. Yeah, they're solid. They're solid this year. I think they're ranked 4th in the country in RPI as well.
Really? I didn't even realize they were ranked that high.
Rio?
Rio Grande. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I didn't
My
even
roommate's
realize.
actually a transfer from New Orleans.
Who's a transfer?
My roommate. He's in the house right now. He's a transfer from New Orleans.
They're gonna get whipped this week. They're gonna get whooped this weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Oh well, let them know. We got Rio Grande Valley by 50. We'll take it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take it. I like it. There's nothing else going on in the conference, honestly. I mean, if there's any top here, let's see. There's some top matchups. Some stuff that you could definitely maybe chime in on. National teams that have been on national TV. Texas Tech plays GCU. If you've seen any of those games from either of their teams, we can talk about that one. If not, we have some more.
GCU style. They got a big lefty, huh? What's his name?
They have Isaac Lyons.
Yeah, I've been seeing videos of him all over Twitter and Instagram.
We have DBU at Louisiana. That's a good matchup, actually.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a series.
Former Demon Michael Natalo at third base. I'm gonna have to go with DBU.
Yeah, I picked DBU too.
DBU.
Yeah. They looked amazing yesterday.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, against Oklahoma. I mean, Look, everyone else in our chat has picked DBU, so I was gonna go Louisiana and be different, but it's hard for me to pick against them right now. Like, even talking about it, I can't pick against them. It's hard after, especially after last night. Like, I was looking at the matchups when I thought of our slate. I looked at that one. I was like, ooh, potential upset right there, and I don't know. We'll see. I think they can maybe take one, but we'll see what happens. I think
They're playing UL, right?
they're playing UL at U. It's at UL. I think UL could take one, maybe two. At home.
How do you think Nebraska is?
Nebraska is overrated and overhyped.
Yeah. Okay, because UL did take the series from Nebraska, and when Nebraska was ranked, I think 23rd.
Overrated, overhyped. I don't put much stock into it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's unfortunate. Maybe that's fortunate. I don't know. I don't know how your thoughts on Nebraska are, but there we go.
I don't know my thoughts on Nebraska either. I haven't watched too much of them play.
Yeah, me either.
What are some of the big matchups, Aiden?
Oregon plays at USC.
I got Oregon. I like Oregon.
Oregon
scores a lot of runs.
Oregon scores a lot of runs. The Bats have been hot the past week. I mean, they played Columbia. Like, they'll pick up the competition this week, but
I know, but 35-1 is still a little.
I mean, USC played Vandy really well. They played a good weekend, but even then,
I saw a stat. It was Oregon scored 85 runs the past 5 games.
yeah, that was probably our post.
That was my
I think it was yours.
That was probably our post we put up. That was they've been hot recently.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, 85 is crazy.
And then, the last matchup we'll talk about, if you want, if you know anything about this one, we could do UCLA plays at Maryland this weekend for a 3-game series, and those are two of the hottest teams in the preseason that haven't been ranked yet.
I like Maryland that one.
Yeah, they've been. I think their offense has been good. I go for some of my guys, and I have more guys at UCLA, so I might have to pick them, but we'll see.
I know there's a kid on Maryland. I know it's Calarco. He's been doing well.
Calarco's in our front runner for Player of the Year, or one of those spots right now.
No, I think it's gonna be. I think LeBron's probably front runner.
Oh, I mean, yeah, LeBron is a front runner, but Calarco's up in that top 3.
The last name says it all. That's all I gotta say.
That really is all I gotta say.
We got another one of these guys. We can get in the debate where Jordan's better than him. We can start that.
We can.
I don't want to get in that
We can
debate
start that right now.
We can start that debate, but unfortunately, we're gonna wrap up because Nate, after we have off camera, I have to talk to you and Blaine like soon. But all good. So I just got a text that I have to talk to you guys about about some stuff, and then so we'll wrap up, and then we'll for the next before the next matchup, we'll get Dylan back on. We'll have Dylan and Nate talk about the next matchup for SLU and Northwestern State here. All right. Thank you for coming on. That completely threw me off. Like, it popped up on my computer and everything, and we need to address something. So that completely threw my head off. I'm sorry, guys, but there's not much going on this weekend. This is kind of like the one weekend that it dies down before conference weekend in the SEC picks up. ACC, we get some ranked series next week. Next week's going to be a big week. So I'm super excited for it. Thank you, Dylan, for your time. Thank you for coming on. It was awesome having you. Awesome talking to you. And we'll have you on again for sure. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.